Hey everyone, I'm Alex, and I'm the inventor designer of a new card game, Dogs Bond. I'm in San Jose, California, and I'm trying to reach out to artists with whom I can collaborate on this project with. The mechanics of the game are pretty much done, and what I need now is art to help me get the illustrations down so that the players can really connect to the game. I know that there's a difference between art, illustration, and graphic design, but if you excel at any of those pieces and you're interested in working with me, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Let me share with you the concept of the game. It's pretty simple. All the players will start off as a dog in a shelter. You're going to collect and sometimes compete with each other for the attributes that you need to be adopted into a forever home. Let me give you an overview of some of the parts of the game and where I need art. The game plays 2 to 6 players and variants that go up to 8. The game plays in about an hour, and that scales depending on how many players you actually have. There are 8 dogs that are in the game. The Basset Hound, the Jack Russell Terrier, the Collie, Boston Terrier, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, Pomeranian, and Labrador. There are 8 different adopters that are in the game, and they all have different attributes that they're looking for to find the dog to bring into their forever home. Each player will choose and pick up an event card, and it might take 1, 2, or all of the players to resolve these event cards. After all of the event cards, you tally up your total points, and the player with the most points is the top dog. Now that you have a brief understanding of how this game works, let's talk about the art that the game needs. Obviously, the dogs are among the most important cards in the game. What I'm looking for is the style that you would probably find like on Pet Finder, where the dog is facing the actual player. Having the players argue and fight over who gets to play what dog is part of the fun. You guys are artists, so you know what I mean. There's also the adopters. Each one of them has a little story and a personality. Hey, who knows, maybe we'll even name one of the adopters after you. And there are 5 different attributes in the game: obedience, health, instinct, temperament, and grooming. Each one of these is going to need their own iconic illustration. Then there's the event cards. Each of these event cards will have their own story art. This is a great way to tell the story about what's happening to the dogs and around the dogs at the shelter. Here's the big challenge. On the back of the player dogs, I would love to have an illustration of just that dog. On the back of each of the adopter cards, I want to have an illustration of just that adopter. But when you put them together, it'll show that the story aligns, and no matter which dog you pair with which adopter, this image will line up. The opportunity for creativity here is huge, and I want to talk about everything. I have a pretty set direction in mind for where I want to go with this art, but I can be talked out of anything for the sake of high quality art and the enjoyment of the players. So I know that there are tons of different art styles. What I'm looking for is art that will tell the story, has motion, pull motion, and allow the players to dive in as richly into the art as they want to. Full color, and it's got to be light-hearted and playful. Think Kickstarter worthy. I'm also very interested in making sure that these art pieces are able to be put on an enamel pin. So these dogs, icons, symbols could be put onto a backpack of one of our fans, or maybe onto the collar of one of our dogs. Additionally, I have a companion app that is in development that's just waiting for these art resources. I'm very proud about this game because it's more than just an awesome game time. It's got a message and a mission. The message here is that a dog's bond is love, and when a dog is doing its very best, it can still be tough to get adopted. The conversation and message that I'd like to start is, what is it that people are looking for in these dogs, but also how can they be ready to fulfill the needs of that dog as well? The mission is to build knowledge and support for these animals and shelters. I'm hoping people will get behind this project and connect me with shelters, breed-specific rescues, celebrities, social media influencers, and advocacy groups so that we can start having more of this conversation. But it goes deeper than the conversation. A portion of the proceeds will go directly to the shelters and causes that support them. I've never worked with an artist on a project with this aggressive of a timeline. I'm trying to complete this work before the end of the year, which is about 5 months from when I'm filming this video. There are a total of 60 event cards, 8 dog cards front and back, 8 adopter cards front and back, and 15 pieces of art for the attribute cards. Icons, box art, graphic design, fonts, and game board, as well as the app. I'm also in the process of patenting the game system so that a family of games can be developed on this, and hopefully this is the start of a long and productive and fun relationship. I am a senior program manager at a large tech firm here in Silicon Valley, so I am a driver. I anticipate the process to go something like concept, revision 1, revision 2, final. As we get better at working together, I know that cycle time will go down. If you can put together your thoughts, take a look at some of the materials I've put up on social media so far, and fill out the form that accompanies this video so I can get in contact with you, I would greatly appreciate your time. I'm hoping to talk to and meet as many of you as I can and make a decision by August. If you're in the San Jose area, I'd be happy to do a play test for you and some of your friends so you can even see the game before you sign up. If you think you know somebody who would be perfect for this project, please pass this video along to them. I'm sending this to most folks who I met at a convention or saw at a farmer's market, but I know that there is a ton of talent out there just waiting to be given an opportunity. I hope that I can collaborate with you and you would be as eager, passionate, and quality obsessed as I am. If you watch this video and think, wow, I'd like to see that guy take this from concept to reality, join me on social. It's never too early to start building up that social presence and building those email contact lists. Thank you for your time. I hope to hear from you soon.